9, and your power play multiplier is 2.
Now on News Channel 6 at 11, as the discussion about data centers in the CSRA continues, there's a push for more transparency. Plus, a new sheriff in Burke County. We'll hear from some in the community. And mental health and your child, the signs and important information to help save lives. As your news at 11 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 11.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jenny Montgomery. Thank you for joining us. Coverage you can count on begins with another night, another chance for you to have your voice heard in the debate. Time now for a first check of the weather with meteorologist Miller Hyatt.
Jenny, we are looking at the almanac today, and no surprise, it was a very hot day, 96 degrees, which is 3 degrees above the average. We weren't quite at the record of 103 set back in 1999. So across the CSRA right now, nice and quiet. Still is very warm out there. We do have some storms in the upstate pushing to the Midlands, but right now on the CSRA, things are dry, and I expect that to also continue into the overnight hours. 79 Saluda, 83 Augusta, 81 in Aiken, 82 in Gibson. So very warm, still very muggy as well. So you can feel that air you can wear outside with these dew points in the 70s, and it actually still feels like 90 degrees right now in Augusta at this minute, 90 degrees in Gibson, 86 in Aiken. So out the door we go tomorrow, very similar to today, maybe a tad a bit more stormy late in the day, but we're only getting about a 20% chance, 30% chance on Friday with a heat index above 105 degrees. I'll have details coming up in your forecast. Jenny?
All right, thank you so much, Miller. One woman is dead after an accident in Deering. We will tell you about that in just a moment, but first, with only 3 months left in hurricane season, South Carolina leaders say if you aren't prepared, it's not too late to create a plan. Hurricane season goes through the end of November. Kim Stenson has been with the South Carolina Emergency Management Division for 14 years and says a common mistake that people make when evacuating is not cleaning up outside the house.
If you can pick it up, then the wind can pick it up and throw it up against your house, break your windows. In other areas, check your gutters to make sure that they're clear. There'll be a lot of rain usually, especially with a hurricane. And if those get blocked up, then a lot of times it comes into the house.
Experts also recommend keeping an eye on local weather, stocking up on your medicine, and creating emergency kits with any items you may need. One woman is dead after an accident this evening in McDuffie County. According to the coroner, 48-year-old Tangela Brown was the only victim in the crash. The report states that she was traveling on Old Milledgeville Road when the vehicle left the road and crossed the center line before going off on the shoulder. She was pronounced dead at the scene. The powerful earthquake in Colombia is hitting close to home for some families in the Lowcountry. The quake struck Colombia's Pacific coast Monday, with shaking lasting as long as 2 minutes in some communities. Families on Hilton Head are collecting money and supplies for those impacted. Organizers said they've already raised $12,000 and are hoping to bring in even more this weekend.
Just please help. This is a time where we need our brothers and sisters, and I mean, you can't imagine what we're all feeling right now, because the people who are in this area have lived and have family in the affected areas.
Organizers are also collecting blankets, non-perishable food, and personal hygiene items to send to survivors. Alec Murdaugh's legal team wants his retrial.
We are still in a drought. We need more rain. Thankfully, we do have some in the forecast. I'll let you know when coming up.
Jimmy, what are you doing?
Keep up with the weather in your hometown with the live 5x6 Neighborhood Network.
The advanced power of Tempest weather stations allows us to give you real-time hyper-local data.
The live 5x6 Neighborhood Network, powered by Tempest.
When I'm hired on a case, We're more than your service company. We're your neighbors. Castle Brothers provides heating, cooling, plumbing, drains, electrical, and generators with 5-star care anytime you need us. For whole home peace of mind, call on Castle for comfort. CastleBros.com.
Learn to prepare an amazing meal with a hometown feel. We've gathered the best recipes from across the CSRA all in one place. Brandon Dawson and Jarrett Ledger host Your Hometown Kitchen, Fridays at 12:30 on News Channel 6. The live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Eyes to the sky. Tonight we've got the Perseid meteor shower peaking tonight. Now through August 24th is when you can see it in the sky, but tonight is the peak. And if you get away from the city lights, away from the light pollution, that's the best place to be. So out in the rural areas where it's darker, looking at a peak activity meteor, around 50 meteors per hour. So make sure to take photos. If you have any videos, we'd love to see that. We can share those with us on social media. You might see those on air or on our social pages. So right now things are nice and quiet. The time frame for those meteors is between midnight and 5 a.m. With the closer you get to dawn, the better chance of seeing those meteors. So if you're a night owl or if you wake up very early, you might have a better chance of seeing them. So across the CSRA, we're nice and quiet this minute. Still, it is feeling like 90 degrees in Augusta, dew point of 73. So very soupy air mass in place. We've got a big heat dome in place across the area, and that's allowing for a lot of hot air to really stick around, and we're talking about even hotter temperatures as we go into the next few days. That really is the big story, as we have this big ridge of high pressure that's building across the central and eastern U.S., bringing us above average temperatures and dangerous heat stress. So we do have a heat risk for tomorrow afternoon. We're mostly in this red color, which means a moderate heat risk, and then we get to the extreme heat risk for Friday afternoon. Notice the purples, looking at some purples along and north of I-20, McCormick, Lincoln, Evans, Augusta, then maybe some purple over towards Bamberg, and that's where you could see some extreme heat stress, because we're talking about heat indices up to 110 degrees, and that's when we could see some heat advisories being issued. And as we go into the weekend, maybe a little bit of a cool down to 96 degrees for the actual high, but still the feels like temperatures will be around 106 degrees and are back up to 110 by the middle of next week. So it definitely is the hottest time of the year. Fall isn't here just yet, even though schools are in session, of course. Heat safety, make sure you're indoors in the AC when possible. Of course, we have those outside workers. Make sure to drink plenty of water with electrolytes. Check on the elderly and the young, those susceptible to heat-related illnesses. Now, as we look at Futurecast, we could have some brief relief in the afternoons with some pop-up showers and storms, but not everyone is going to see them. It's going to be a very low chance, 20 to 30%. Friday afternoon could be bringing in an even higher chance of showers and storms, and then even higher chance as we go into Saturday, as we have a scattered shower and storm chance, about a 40% chance of rain. So hopefully these rain chances will help us cool off, but of course it's important to remember those safety tips. So 10-day forecast shows that we've got those rain chances, but just a very typical chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms. So the dog days of summer continue. You can continue to get in the pool to cool off.
Certainly, and middle of the skies, very,
Yes.
very busy right now. Mother Nature put on an awe-inspiring show today with a total solar eclipse. The path of totality swept from northern Russia across Iceland and Greenland before reaching northern Spain. Huge crowds gathered across Europe to watch. This was the first total solar eclipse in mainland Europe since 1999. Up next, a food truck, a decoy Air Force One.
My husband was in a pretty serious accident, which led to my husband actually passing away, which was very hard on our family.
I was 16 years old. It was incredibly traumatic.
Being able to take the burden off of you guys to handle the legal aspect at least gave you all a chance to kind of get through those first several years.
Austin and his team fought to the end, and I'm so thankful that I found Austin.
If you've lost a loved one because of someone else's negligence, call Austin Jackson.
They say you can't pause time. And it seemed like just yesterday we were all waiting for you to arrive. I wanted to make sure that from day one you had a solid foundation. And with every birthday wish, every milestone, we were building something together. I watched you grow up faster than I was ready for. But I always knew, whatever path you chose, you'd never have to walk it alone. The world is yours now, and you've got everything you need to take it on. Love, Papa.
What if your home made you smile the second you walked in? I think it should. Rooms to Go does too. That's why you'll find bold colors, pieces with personality, and rooms that don't just look good, but make you feel good at a price that feels good too. Because decorating isn't about playing it safe, but it is about playing. So, go ahead, mix it up, make it fun. Rooms to Go makes it easy. I'm Julianne Huff, and this is what's possible at Rooms to Go.
News Channel 6 and Fallon Bank have teamed up to help you get financially fit. Visit WJBF.com/finance to learn the basics of money management, from saving and budgeting to planning for the future. Get financially fit with Fallon Bank.
The WJBF Live Viper 6 Skyview Network is sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Low prices, big selection, and committed to quality customer service.
Welcome back, everyone. Sad news out of Texas today as 2 soldiers are dead after an Army Apache helicopter crash. Welcome back, everyone. Sad news out of Texas today as 2 soldiers are dead after an Army Apache helicopter crashed near Fort Hood. The helicopter went down in a field in Bell County, erupting in flames and sparking a grass fire. Authorities say both crew members on board were killed. The crash remains under investigation. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt will step down from her position at the end of the month. In a post on Truth Social, President Trump said Leavitt would be leaving to spend more time with her young children and family. She's the youngest person to hold that presidential press secretary position. Tonight, we're learning more.
There's only one way to drive, and it's drive, baby, at Milton Rubin Toyota, where we do whatever it takes to put a dream in your driveway. That means you get big discounts with baby payments on a huge selection of new and pre-owned inventory. Try before you buy with Track, Toyota's exclusive Rent-a-Toyota program. Are you ready? Let's drive, baby, to Milton Rubin Toyota.
DriveBaby.com. Click, click.
Come see us at Christian Brothers Automotive and experience the nice difference.
Tub Doctor, family owned and operated in Augusta for over 30 years.
For all your home improvement needs, call Chuck's Painting and Home Maintenance, veteran-owned, operated, and trusted.
Culver's of Grovetown.
Welcome to Delicious.
Southern Nature Landscaping, reliable and affordable service that you've been able to count on for over 14 years.
Super Savers, coupons online, anywhere, anytime. Just show your phone.
Guys, what are you doing? We have guests coming.
Well, we have a chair for them.
Summer fun starts on Live with Kelly and Mark.
Kelman, can you move a little to the right?
Weekday mornings at 9 on News Channel 6. The People's Court, weekday mornings at 10 on News Channel 6. The WJBF Live Viper 6 Skyview Network is sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Low prices, big selection, and committed to quality customer service. Now,
Well, move over horse racing. These riders are taking on a much bigger challenge. We'll show you the race with tons of competitors next.
At Burkell, prove this message.
We're looking at more heat and humidity, no surprise there. We're looking at storms too, which maybe could cool us off a little bit, but no washouts, only scattered pop-up showers and storms. Just keep an eye on the sky. We're talking about heat continuing to next week too.
Finally tonight, horses took a backseat in one Russian town where yaks hit the track for a 5-kilometer race. Riders say controlling these massive animals was no easy task. Did you know yaks can weigh around a ton, and they can reach speeds of about 12 miles an hour? After the race, some of the region's best yaks even got their own parade. They are big, aren't they? Safe to say this was one heavyweight finish.
That's impressive. Wow. Yeah, racing. You learn something new every day, I guess. Did not know that was a thing. Wow.
Well, we thank you for watching. That is our report for now. Our next news is at 4:30 a.m. with Mary, Gabe, and John. Have a great night.
Staying ahead of the weather is essential.
I'm Chris Hudson, and I'm proud to sponsor the 10-day forecast on News Channel 6. Chris Hudson and Drew Law, from here for you.
For Keisha Lance Bob.
What could an extra $75 a month buy? A few dinners out or another online order. Fun today, but gone tomorrow. Instead, imagine investing that same $75 in beautiful new flooring you'll enjoy every single day. Right now at A&D Carpets and Hardwoods, payments start at around $75 a month with special financing. Why spend money on things that disappear when you can invest in something that adds style and value for years? A&D Carpets and Hardwoods, come see us today.
You asked and we delivered.